Yo boys, it's FPL Josh and welcome to another video. I hope your boys' day is going great. Obviously the deadline's in 2 hours and 25 minutes on my time now, so we're just going to do a quick vid. Before the deadline, obviously we've gone with Sanchez, Perisic, Cancelo, Saliba and Arnold. I had a question whether I thought Saliba was a nailed on starter. Looking at the team sheets, looking at the predicted team sheets and so forth, he does look like a nailed on starter for now and will be starting that game. There's no reason why he won't start, and with Zinchenko out, he's more guaranteed than ever, so it's not a risk for me whatsoever. I'd come on Trippier too, which, because obviously his muscle injury, he will be playing tomorrow. Is it tomorrow they're playing? No, I think, is it today they're playing? No, they'll be playing tomorrow. So he will be playing, I think, but he'll still be on my bench. Obviously, it's not a big deal to me because he's on my bench. I'm planning on getting rid of him anyway for 2 free transfers into Pascal Gross. Yeah, there's another good game. I was going to take a -4 and do it, but then I thought if I do that, I'm losing 4 points. We can separate my ranks a bit. It's a pointless switch because I'm still going to have 4 clean sheets at the back, I think, here. So it's not really a hard decision. I don't think Newcastle are going to beat Liverpool. Looking at their team sheets, they've not got a good team right now. They've not got the right players for that team sheet, so I think he's going to be great. Bruno Guimaraes is out. Wilson's out. You know, loads of the St. Maximum's out now. The looks of it, all their star players are out. So it's going to be a tough game for Newcastle, and I think Liverpool will win that quite easily. I think Salah will play good and score, but my gut says Haaland. Now, I said last week I was going Haaland this week either way. I was going Salah last week either way, whether he blanked or not, because he was the best option. Same with this week. And I do think for me, Haaland will start, because it makes more sense for him to rest him on the weekend, because they've got a UCL game midweek. The week after this weekend, they've got a UCL game midweek, so it makes more sense for him to rest him on the Villa game than the Nottingham Forest game for me. And if we move on to Tony, obviously, if we look at his points, he obviously did blank for me against Everton. But I think this game's coming up now, he won't, and then I'll go into Mitrovic, the Nottingham Forest fixture. And I might have just squeeze back into Tony and back into Mitrovic and burn a transfer, but I'm probably going to end up burning a transfer around that week anyway. It's whether Tony performs enough for me to have him in over Mitrovic, because I do like Mitrovic game week 8 and onwards. Haaland for me is a must keep. I'm not planning on getting rid of him whatsoever, full stop. For me, it's just not worth it getting rid of him. Like, you look at his fixtures, he's got Forest, he'll be benched that game, so Salah in my captain against Everton, but then obviously he's got Tottenham, Wolves. We've got Man United, which is obviously my home team, but I'd still back him as a captain because I think they beat us, so I'd still back him as a captain. I think they beat us quite easily with the way we're playing. We have had 2 wins, but I think we will struggle against City. Southampton's a good game. Liverpool, I'd obviously bench Arnold and Cancelo for Trippier, and that's probably when I'll have Gross in. So I want someone somehow. Maybe I'd get rid of Salah at some point, or I'd play Arnold but drop Cancelo. Arnold could score goals, and then play maybe a Silva or Andreas game week 11. The Bournemouth game, yeah, that's probably my best bet. It's going to be a tough game that week, to be honest, to judge. Me and these have got tough fixtures and all. 11's Leeds, but 10's Liverpool. Obviously, I won't play Saliba. I'll play Trippier, which I think he's got quite a nice, yeah, Brentford. I've got Tony, but Tony will be out by then. So I've not got to worry about that. I do want him in the Bournemouth game and the West Ham game. The Palace is nice and all. These games are nice. It's just this one. I won't be put off by him, to be honest. I'm not worried about him. I had him obviously last week. Yes, he blank, but I could see at least a couple clean sheets, and Bournemouth will get a clean sheet and possible attack and return, so I'm not worried. And these have obviously got decent fixtures for now. Everton's a good fixture. Man United's my team, and I do think we'd score, so I probably won't back Saliba in. Depends on how I'm feeling. Brentford, I probably won't have Tony that week, so I will probably back Saliba to do something, and I'll have Mitrovic in. I don't think he will score much against Arsenal for me, Tony. This is obviously a nice team when I'm looking at. I've got Perisic next week. Perisic, I'd probably prefer to get rid of Perisic into Gross in midfield. Because Perisic could go down to a Fofana, which then would leave me 1.1. So I'd still need a point somewhere. think my PC health thing just come on. Ignore my PC help soft thing. That was it. That shouldn't have come on there. I'll apologise for that if that's come on. But yeah, it's not bad right now. Where are we going? Team looks great. I'll apologise for that coming up. Boys, last apology there. Not a big deal anyway. Right, we go look at Sanchez and all. He's looking good for me. I think Raya's obviously Crystal Palace. They could both clean keep sheets, but I think he'll get more save points and bonuses than Raya will. It's not I'm saying Raya hasn't been performing. He's been performing just as good. It's just he's had 8 points more, and he's getting more save points like he did last year. And I had him last year and he was great. So for me, it's a no-brainer. Rodrigo, I'm planning on him scoring like 2 goals against Everton, and maybe a goal or two from Tony. A hat trick from Haaland would be nice. You know, we can't bank on that every week. But I'm predicting in my head this week beforehand predictions of tonight. I'm predicting my team to get maybe a clean sheet without attack and returns. Sanchez, 30. We'll say he gets a clean sheet. Nah, but I'll say 31 without Sanchez. Then maybe in a tie for Martinelli. Maybe 6 for Jesus, 8 for Salah, 8 for Rodrigo. Wow, 60-62, sorry, because of the bonus. Hat trick for Haaland again would be nice. Let's just go ballsy and say that. Let's say Haaland gets 34 points and Tony gets a goal. I could have 100 points, and that's probably my guess for this week. If Haaland scores a hat trick, if not, I'm probably going to rate my team as maybe a 75-point game. If they all play to their best standards, then maybe it could be a lot over that. But I've just had these down as clean sheets for now. And this obviously not yet. I don't know. I think Fulham will score. But I think Crystal Palace is scoring all, and he's just going to get more save points than me. So, best one. But yeah, this was just a quick little update. Nothing massive. But if you leave your teams in the comments and stuff, I'll get back to you before 6 about this. And I think for me, it's just about holding on to my team, seeing what goes. I could have got rid of Salah, but I don't want to do that yet. And I advise against that still. I'd advise, for me, captain in Haaland or Jesus this week. Salah's a no-go for me this week. He will score goals against Newcastle, but Haaland and Jesus will get more. Jesus hasn't been looking in good form as Haaland, and Haaland might only get 60-odd minutes, but he could still score a hat-trick in 60 minutes. Or a couple goals against Nottingham Forest, who are expected to concede the most goals in the league at the minute. So, for me, he's a no-brainer captain. Or Cancelo. Cancelo's another captain out there. He could do what Arnold did last week, pop a 17-pointer, for example, or a 15-pointer in that game pretty easily. Maybe an assist in the goal. So he's a good captain and all if you want to be different and risky. Obviously, if you've got to be risky to get up for your mini league and get in the plays for the league, then do it, be ballsy. But I'm obviously 22 points down. I think I'll make that up this week, or this week and the week end. But this has been FPL Josh, boys. I hope you have a good day. Like always, leave your teams in the comments, and I'll see you all soon.